Hello, my name is Agatha and this is your monthly tarot forecast. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation with me, tarot or astrology consultation, please go to my services page, the link is below, and see my rates. Then if you'd like to work with me, just send an email to tuniazad@gmail.com. Also, you can support me through my Patreon page, the link is also below. Before going to the reading, I'd like to tell you that I have a newsletter, and if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and if you subscribe to my newsletter, you can win my monthly free tarot reading. The link is www.tinyletter.com/Duniazad. The link is also below. All my readings are written by me. There are no software readings. So this month is going to be a little bit different. You are going to choose between option A or option B, and I'll be using the decks, the Mini Rider-Waite, the Mini Connolly Tarot deck, and also be using for your personal angelical message the Karma Angels Tarot. So it's going to be 7 cards for option A and 7 cards for option B. This way it's more personal to you. Also, you can choose to have a question in your mind. Imagine, how will my work life be this month? So you'll pick, for instance, option B. Or how will my love life will be this month? You can pick option A. So you can just pick for a general reading option A or option B, or you can have also whatever type of question in your mind and pick one option or the other option. Okay, and that's it. Let's go on to your reading. Okay. Hello Gemini, this is your tarot March forecast. So pick option A or option B. Have you picked option A or option B? I'm going to read this as the beginning, middle, and end of the month. So Gemini, if you picked option A, the cards that came out for you in the beginning of the month, the first 10 days, were the Hanged Man and the Six of Cups. So this might mean several different things. It might mean that there's a period of pause, like a forced pause maybe, and contemplation. So you cannot act, you cannot do anything, but you're thinking, you're using that time to think. And after that time, you might decide to forgive someone. Or someone during this time might decide to forgive you. There's some sort of forgiveness, really felt forgiveness, that either you give it or you receive it during this first 10 days of March 2016. Another way of reading this is there's some sort of sacrifice. In this sacrifice, you give up something and you give it to someone else. This someone else might belong to it might be someone from your past, someone you love very much, and this might be a really heartfelt gift. Another way of reading it is that you sacrifice something for a child in your life. So there's many different ways of reading it. In the middle of the month, from the 11th to the 20th of March, the cards that came out for you were the 8 of Swords and the Hermit card. So to me, the Hermit card has the ability to discern, A from B. He or she makes an effort, to analyze the emotions, so he or she can, follow the right path, follow his or hers own inner light. I think Gemini lately, or for a while, you've been very negative about yourself, which is shown in this card. So you're negative, you have like negative emotions, negative ways of thinking and feeling, you sabotage yourself, you have like this victim mentality, and you are again unable to move and to make an action and to act. Just like the Hangman showed, an ability to act, an ability to do something. And this is more to do with your fears, and this is more because you have no clarity. There's no clarity. However, you're making an effort with the Hermit. After the 8 of Swords, you're making a very clear effort to walk away from this type of attitude. You want to walk away from it and at least find some type of clarity and try to find what is the most important thing to you. You want to walk away from this victim type of mentality, this inability to move. You want to walk away from it, and you've been doing it for a while, I would say. In the end of the month, from the 11th of March till the from the 21st of March till the 31st of March, the cards that came out for you was the Nine of Swords and the Empress. It's the same thing to me. It's like you're making an effort, you know that you're very negative, you're very worried, you're very stressed, you're very in your head, you have no idea how to do how to behave, how to act, and you're really sad, and you're really worrying. However, the Empress is an action card. You decide to act in a completely opposed sort of way. You decide to behave as if you're happy, behave as if you are prosperous, as if you have abundance and happiness and beauty in your life. To me, it kind of speaks of the law of attraction type of thing. You decide to behave in a different way because you want to move away from this type of feeling, from this type of behavior. So you want to feel, you make a rational decision to feel abundant, to feel happy, to feel joyous, to feel beautiful. Going to nature might help you heal the way you think, the way these negative thoughts might be best, you might be get rid of them if you go out to the nature and enjoy the nature. So what is the card that came out for you, Gemini? If you picked option A, the card that came out for you was number 10, Nithaya, this one. Solitude and serenity. The challenge is bearing solitude, and the lesson is the answer is within. And there's many cards that are telling me the same, like solitude, the Hermit card, and the answer is within. Also the Hermit card, and also I would say the Hanged Man. Also, somewhat. A poet angel who brings joy and confidence into your life. This being will also reveal hidden mysteries. This card shows that any book of secrets will be opened and you will be able to gain clarity. The difficult here is to gain clarity and is to see things as they are and walk away from your fears, I would say, and your worries. Until that time, until the time that you have clarity, you must remain by yourself, which is told by the Hermit card, and not take hasty action. The Empress tells me the same. She's kind of lazy sometimes. So do things that you enjoy. This is a poet angel. So, if you have any type of artistic abilities, you can use them also to express yourself and to get away from this negative type of thinking. This is option A. If you picked option B, Gemini, the cards that came out for you in the beginning of the month and the first 10 days were the Seven of Cups and the Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. To me, it tells me, Gemini, that you have lots and lots of options at your disposal, and they all seem wonderful, but they are not all wonderful. And I think you are somewhat grounded because the Nine of Pentacles has the ability and the self-discipline to work towards what he or she wants. So I think that if this is a fantasy, you are working towards making this fantasy true, or at least parts of this fantasy true. If you are an artist and you work as a freelancer, you're working very hard in your job, and you have lots and lots of offers, and you work all day long to complete all of your projects. So I don't think this is these two cards together like this. I think they're like this. I'm sorry. First this one and then this one are very good. And then in the middle of the month, from the 11th to the 20th of March, Gemini, for option B, the cards that came out were the Moon and the Seven of Swords. So, how can I read this? It could be that someone is actively deceiving you. You know, someone is lying to you, deceiving you, even stealing from you. Someone is telling you lies. So it could be that, or it could be something not to do with others. It could be that you are keeping something a secret. You are working on something secretly, and both cards tell me of that, on a project, on a goal, on some sort of plan, and you're keeping it hidden, you're keeping it to yourself. And then in the end of the month, the cards that came out for you, the 21st till the 31st of March, were the Six of Swords and the Fool. So if someone was actively deceiving you in the middle of the month, you'd make a decision of walking away from this person and start a new life. Or if it's you that you were keeping something quiet, something to yourself, in the end of the month you decide to go and fulfill your plan, and your plan was to leave and maybe get a new job, start a new life, even emigrate and even moving town, something like this. If you were keeping a secret, I would say that it has to do with the beginning of the month, where you had lots and lots of offers, because maybe you are a very talented person and you had lots and lots of offers, and you were taking your time to decide which one would be the best offer to take. I'm thinking about work-related matters, and at the end of the month you've decided to walk away from, this is a trip, also walk away from a difficult situation, from troubled waters, and to start a new life, a completely new life. And then the angel that came out for you was Melael, number 13, and he pretty much says the same. Melael is safety in the journey, and there's a journey here. The journey is indicated at the end of the month by the Six of Swords and by the Fool. The challenge is making the journey, and the lesson is accept that all the changes in your life have led you to the next one. This angel protects us in travel, new ventures, and when leaving one situation for another, which I think is the case, such as a new job, a new relationship, or a new home. It could be even all at once. You leave a relationship, you leave a home, and you go start a new job, and you go live somewhere else. This card suggests it is a safe and beneficial time to travel, to make a change, or even just to change the way you think. I think the changes that might be occurring in your life are even material. They are less about the way you think and more about the material life you lead. All these changes in your life are being blessed at this time. So something is happening to you, Gemini, if you picked option B. And that's it. That's the reading that I have for you. And I'll see you again in April. Bye bye.